Hi guys, how are you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to check out ML Drums by ML SOUNDLAB. Okay guys, so first of all, when I saw this go up in the ML SOUNDLAB group on Facebook, I couldn't wait to listen to it. I've been a big fan of ML SOUNDLAB plugins for a while now. It's kind of like really easy to just get your tone, even just using the stock presets. So I figured that if I could use ML SOUNDLAB drums and they were as good as the plugins for guitar, then I would be good to go. I pressed play on the video that went up in the ML SOUNDLAB Facebook group, and this was an official video by ML SOUNDLAB. I paused the video and I went to get my headphones, plugged them into my iPhone, watched the rest of the video, and I was like straight away, wow, I really like these drums. I messaged ML SOUNDLAB straight away and said these drums sound amazing, particularly the snare. For those of you that are watching this video that record at home, which will probably be all of you, you will probably know what it's like when you are not a producer, you know, and just a guitar player or bass player or whatever. I am just a guitarist, I'm not a producer, I never claim to be. I know a few tips what I've picked up here along the way and things that I've learned, but I am way off any type of production, you know, that is worthy of being called a proper production. So software that's really easy to use that helps me produce things that sound better, I'm a big fan of, and I'm always on the lookout for them. At the moment, all my demos that you've listened to, unless it is a real drummer in the demo, will be using some kind of tune track drum plugin. And although I love Easy Drummer and think it's great, one thing that I've always struggled with is just getting that tone just right, just perfect, where you can hear absolutely everything in the mix, particularly snares. It doesn't matter whether I'm messing with a real snare or whether it is a snare in a drum sample, I can never get it quite like I want it. I want the snap, I want the snare to jump out and it be a big thwack and a crack, you know, every time it's hit, but I also want it to be rounded and full and thick and full of low end punch as well, and it's really hard to get both. I've tried numerous things, I've only really ever got anywhere near a couple of times. But in the ML drums, the first thing I noticed was that popping snare, you know, and there's a few snares in there and they all have the same snap about them where they jump out of a mix. I'm not going to ramble on too much in this video, it's going to be super short and super quick. Because this software is a drum sampler, there's no grooves to drag in like there is with Easy Drummer. I think that'll probably be the next step for ML SOUNDLAB with this software. They'll make a groove library, something like that, get a session drummer in to make some grooves for them. But for now, you either have to tap it out with your fingers, use a MIDI drum kit, or you can, of course, use a piano roll, which is what I did. I've used a few different methods here, and that's why it's taken me a week to make the video. I ended up just going back to the piano roll because I figured that was best. The beat that I've put together is nothing special and it's nothing great. It's just very, very basic, what I call the raw bones of a beat. So when you put something like this into a track, what I would then do is listen to the track as a whole, go back in, and I would add fills and toms and all the fancy stuff and the flair that makes the drums and makes a track. But for now, it's just a simple beat, you know, a half time on the start of it with a bit of double kick in the middle. I've used the track that I always use in my amp war demos when I put one amp against another. So it's easier for people to compare things. You're going to hear the drums in a mix and you're going to hear them out of a mix. I've used the new metal setting. There's tons of presets in there that come down in a big drop down menu. I just opted for that one because I really love the snare in that one. The other cool thing I need to tell you before we listen to the drums is that this thing is free. That's right, you get the drum kit for free and it's a basic kit. I think it's got like 2 toms, something like that, you know, a hi-hat, a crash, and that's about it. It doesn't have anything fancy, it's not a full metal kit that comes around you. You have to buy the extra add-on pack to get all that stuff. Let me know what you think of the tones in the comments below. Let me know if you agree with me and think the snare really pops. Enjoy the video and I'll see you all soon.